Good morning. This is the market update for buy sell short for Sunday, June 10th. Let's get started by me just saying I am bullish right now. This is probably the most bullish I have been all year. And the things I see out there, the trends, the cyclical trends we have setting up right now, I think things are set up for a very, very nice month of June in the market. First up, the headwinds that are out there right now. We got some very good Spanish news yesterday. Spain accepted a $100 billion lifeline from Europe, so that should alleviate concerns regarding Spain, at least for a few days. We do have the Greece election coming up on the 17th this week. If we get any sort of hint that the moderate side of the Greek government is going to get elected, the markets review that as very, very positive. Of course, what we should expect, given that we might have some resolution to Greece and Spain in the near term, they'll probably bring up Italy. That's just what they've been doing. But Europe seems to be calming down for the moment. Also, you recall that other than the jobs report last week when we had that big sell-off, we also had worries regarding China and a slowdown in China. And that big rally we had early this week on the Chinese surprise interest rate cut had a lot of people talking about the data that was coming out today regarding China, that their exports probably sucked, and that is the reason why they cut their rate, and that we could expect some downside on the actual release of that news. Well, they were wrong. China released its export data and up big, double the estimates, strong exports. Looks like the European crisis has not impacted exports from China, very strong to Europe and to the USA, and that in turn is a positive for us because we are still importing lots of goods from there. So are Europe. The surprise Chinese rate cut was to counter domestic demand, so probably the best of both worlds there. The Chinese look like they're going to be putting the printing presses to work, and the economic data is not as bad as it seems. Remember, this slowdown that we have seen over the last couple of months has happened every year for the last 3 years, and we've come out of all of those dips very, very strongly. But back to my case for being a very strong bull right now. As you recall, I've been very bullish for the last few days. This is the longest I've been this market all year. We're going to have a lot of active plays over the next couple of weeks. We have a swing mentality. Lots of bottom stock plays are bouncing big time, and that is our niche in the market right now. And I'm seeing some very, very positive signs on all the charts I'm looking at recently. We also have helping us the cyclical presidential trend where the market tends to sell off in April of May of a presidential election year and then have a nice little rally June, July, and August. I guess the theory behind that is all the primaries are over, the challenger has been vetted and named, in this case Romney, and political uncertainty goes down, hope comes up, and we get a nice little counter trend rally during the summer months, sort of counter to what we typically see this time of the year. And so far it's looking like that is gearing up nicely. Looking at the Dow 15-minute chart, you can see the golden cross that we had on Friday. Remember on the video on Thursday I said whenever we have a golden cross, we typically see a sell-off after the cross and then the bounce. We bottomed Friday morning not too long after the close, and look what we rallied. 150 points, hitting the average that we've had over the last several years to a T. And yet again, golden cross, perfect bounce setup. The bullish or bearish rising wedge we are in right now, we're getting pretty close to resistance levels, but we look strong. Let's look at the daily chart now. Daily chart, we have broken out of that big bullish falling wedge. We're consolidating here nicely. 50-day moving average at 12,800. I would be surprised if we do not hit that this week. We've got RSI breaking through the 50 level. We got our positive MACD cross. Stochastics looking really, really good. And to go back to this little MACD chart I had set up, you recall a week or so ago when I called the bottom in the market, I said we had this trend on MACD of lower lows, but followed by a big rally into a positive MACD cross. And so far, so good on this chart. SPY, S&P 500, the breakout here is 1340, 136 is what we'd be looking for on the SPY. RSI looks very, very nice. Stochastics, I mean, these charts all look the same. Russell 2K. Russell 2K, we are about to break back into this trading range channel that we've been stuck in for all of this year. The break is 780 on this. RSI is breaking 50. Stochastics again. These charts all look identical. How we are going to play this? IWM, Russell 2K ETF. Now, I know you guys want to play these triple and quadruple and quintuple crappy, scammy ETFs, these ProShares garbage. Stick to the basics. IWM. 78 break. You go long the August 80 or 81 calls. They're at $1.40 or thereabouts. Target is 810 to 840 or 81 to 84. These could give some very nice upside. Now, how would you play stops on this? If we got this breakout and then broke below 76, I would sell the calls, but I don't think that is going to happen. I like the setup here. It looks very, very nice. There are some large cap stocks to keep an eye on. Apple, very, very nice breakout setting up here. 50-day moving average 583. This one could quickly run back to 620. Now, we do have the Apple show starting tomorrow, so depending on the news flow, this could be a big mover over the next couple of weeks. Options are very, very expensive in this stock, but there's about $40 upside in Apple this month. Another large cappy to take out is IBM. Nice little flag set up here. 200 to 205 in the month of June is very, very doable, with stops at 192. Another large cap favorite that looks really good here, Google. Google way below its 50-day moving average, which right now is up there at the 609 level. 590 is the breakout here. You've got $20 to $25 upside on this one, with stops at the Friday low, which is 575. Stochastics deeply oversold on this one, and the last time back in January that Apple was this oversold and this far below its 50-day moving average, it took a week for it to bust back up above it. So another large cap that looks really, really nice in the near term. As for some active stock plays, CPRX, beaten down biotech stock. They did financing. Of course, the stock went splat. It's been consolidating for the last 3 weeks. We got a nice little range break out on this one on Friday. 60 cents and under is the buy on this stock, with 55 cent stops. We've got the 20-day at 68 and the 50-day all the way up there at 87. RSI upticking. We will get a positive MACD cross tomorrow. Stochastics are nicely bottomed out, and check out on balance volume, finally starting to curl up. This should be a very nice bottom bouncer play over the next few days. SMSI, new trading alert on Friday, another mobile tech stock. Nice little triangle break looming here. 163 sets us free, and really we could see a very quick move to that 50-day moving average, which you're going to see as a lot of targets on a lot of the plays we play over the next couple of weeks, because that's the target we're looking for on the indices. That 20-day exponential has broken on the indices and is breaking on these stocks. That's the green line you will see on the charts that I post daily. Next top is the blue line. Stochastics looks really, really good. Stops on this one, $1.50, minimal downside, very, very nice upside, especially if this is the kind of stock that we could see at $2 very easy this month. DYAX, rule of two play, very, very strong action on this one. Look for this one to break out tomorrow. And as you can see, this is the second time we've gotten to play DYAX as a rule of two stock. and the chart is exactly the same as it was this time last year. And when it broke, ran to 214 and 233. So this one has precedence for a very nice rule of two move. HILL. This is a cash-rich, profitable tech stock trading at its year lows with the market about to go boom. $1.25, $1.40 target on this one. Simple as that. One you can just sit in, place your sells, and over the course of this month, you'll easily get, or should easily get, 10 to 25% gain on this stock. Should get a nice little bounce on this one tomorrow. Joe's Jeans retailer has been coiling for the last couple of days. I'm just looking for the 50-day moving average, 121. Not being greedy. I like the chart setup here. This one should go and go big this week. Positive MACD cross probably tomorrow. More than likely Tuesday. Stochastics out of the basement. I like this one. They will be chasing this when it goes this week. PWAV Power Wave. Like the bottom setup here. When it breaks 90, we're looking at a $1 plus target. Again, a move to the 50-day moving average. I'm willing to give this one a little bit of rope unless it gets bad news. We did have stops at 75 cents. I might be inclined to add if it continues to bounce around, or add to my position if it continues to bounce around this area. I think this one has a big move coming in it, and hopefully that big move comes this week. TSYS, nice winner for us on Thursday, or Wednesday and Thursday. Got halted at its 20-day exponential. Now, what typically you see happening on bottom plays is you get two decent up-day moves on the chart, then a consolidation day. This is where traders down here go, I'm out, they hit resistance, and then they continue to the target objective. That is what we are hoping for and should see on TSYS. And again, this is a chart, I think $1.75 is being conservative. A very nice market for the rest of the month, and this one could quickly see the 50-day moving average up there at $1.98, $2 level. Rambus, RMBS. This one's been on the pop scan quite a bit recently. This one is on watch for a $5 break for a possibly quick 20 to 50 cents. On a $5 break, stops would be at $4.90. Target 520, which was that resistance it hit back in late April, and then filling the gap up there at 550. Again, we've got so many nice bottom chart setups right now that it should be like shooting fish in a barrel over the rest of the month. And another positive thing, and I've alluded to this in a couple of the past videos I've done, is all these crazy crackhead trader chasing plays that have been common in the market over the last couple of months that require no real skills other than, oh, the stock is breaking a high, it's up big on the day, I'm going to buy and chase it. A lot of those kind of trades are trapping a lot of traders, and that is typical right before you see these bottom bounce plays reverse and start to bounce big. You're going to start to see a lot more traders getting on the bottom bounce boat over the next few days, especially as this rally starts to gain steam. So that's it for the market update. We've got some very, very nice plays set up. Definitely sending more alerts out now through the Buy Sell Short app. So definitely go to the website and download it. Check that email I sent out. But we've got some very nice setups. We've got some option setups. We've got some large cap play setups. So a little bit of flavor for everyone. And looking forward to a very, very nice month of June. So get ready. You're going to see a lot of alerts coming over the coming days. That's it for the video. I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Goodbye.